Welcome back to the LEGO Club Show! At the LEGO Club Show, we love to build with LEGO sets. But recently, we learned about a different kind of building from our talented friends at Cartoon Network and Turner Studios. You see, this crew builds with light and 3D animation programs to bring creatures to life in the live-action movie Ben 10: Alien Swarm. So we know you've already seen the movie, but have you seen how it was made? Cartoon Network wanted to give the LEGO Club a sneak peek at the creation of Ben 10: Alien Swarm. So we headed off to their headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia to check it out. On this visit, we're not going to be looking at the Ben 10 cartoon. Instead, we're going to watch how this talented team made these cartoon heroes, villains, and aliens come to life in the live-action movie Ben 10: Alien Swarm. Are you ready? Here we go.
My name is Mario Orlando. I'm one of the animators for Turner Studios, and we work on the Ben 10 movie. The first step in the process is creating a model of the character. So this is one of the characters for the movies. His name is Humongosaur. First step is we just build the character out of one point at a time, and this is all detail, the wireframe detail that you see here. Then after that, we move into rigging, where we create all the bones for the characters. So there you can see that there's bones for the arms, the clavicles, and all that. Then we move into the animation stage, where we can take the controls and be able to pose a character to kind of cool poses and things like that. It's kind of like virtual puppetry kind of thing. We also have animation controls, so we can make him angry, things like that. And that's how we animate the character. After I'm done with the animation, then I hand it off to Andrew, and that's where he does all the shading work.
My name is Andrew Weiler, and I was the 3D supervisor on the Ben 10 movie. One of my main responsibilities was to come up with the surface properties for the characters. Like Humongosaur is kind of scaly, looks sort of like a rhinoceros, coming up with a look of his texture and his color. When I get Humongosaur from Mario, it looks just gray like clay. It doesn't have any of the details or characteristics that would make him look realistic. So my job is to go in there and basically to create his skin, to create the color, all the little textures and all the details that make him come to life and look realistic in the environment. So here we're going to take a look. We're going to wrap that texture around this 3D model, and you can see this defines what he looks like. In this view, this isn't the final lighting, but you can see that he's starting to take shape. So once I'm finished building his skin, I'll pass it off to Sydney, and she'll start doing the lighting.
My name is Sydney Brinson, and I'm a 3D animator at Turner Studios. I primarily worked on lighting and dynamics in Ben 10: Alien Swarm. And after I receive a file from Andrew, after he's completed the texturing and some dynamics, I set up virtual lights to make our scene look like it's actually integrated with the background footage. This right here is what one of our lights looks like. It's very similar to a real-world light, and it acts similarly. So in this scene, Humongosaur is battling the spike sphere, and there's interactive lighting so that when he smashes the sphere, lighting lights up his body, and we also set up lighting for the background so that he looks like he was actually in that environment. So we look at lighting from the back plate and find where most of the lighting directions are coming from, and then we try to match it so that our lighting on our 3D characters actually matches the back plate, so that way when the compositors get it, it actually looks like it all belongs in the same environment. We do it in several layers, and then all of those layers go to the compositors, and they can put them all together and make it look like it was all happening in the same place. After that, I pass all my rendered layers off to Sean McPherson, our compositor, and then he puts them together to make it all look like it was in the same environment.
My name is Sean McPherson. I was a compositor on Ben 10, and the role of a compositor is to take all the pieces that I've already gotten from Mario, Andrew, and Sydney and put them together and layer them so that we have a believable shot. So the first thing we do is we start out with the original photography. Here we have a background of the kids over the city, and we're going to put Humongosaur in there. But Humongosaur doesn't look like he's been shot over that background, does he? No, he looks gray, almost like a piece of clay. The next step is that Andrew applies texture to Humongousaur. So you can see he's got this bumpiness to him, this kind of thick hide, this thick skin, a lot like an elephant or a rhinoceros would have. And he's also got some lighting on him, some lighting and shadow, which Sydney put onto Humongousaur. And she'll add lighting and separate all the different qualities of lighting out, such as the reflection, the specularity, or the shininess. And she will pass all those layers off to me so that I can blend them together and put Humongousaur over the background plate and make him integrated so it looks like a believable shot. Two other things that we put in here to make this shot a little bit more believable. If you notice, he's got a lot of breath coming out of his mouth when he roars, which really kind of sells the shot a little bit more. Also, when he roars, we add some camera shake, so it sort of increases the drama in the shot. And when we put all those things together, we get a really dramatic, believable shot. And so those are the steps that we took to build Humongousaur for the Ben 10 movie.
Stay tuned to LegoClub.com for more from this super awesome episode of the LEGO Club Show.